All right, folks. Just have to limber up for this. A lot of you guys told me to check out VANDA. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that name correctly, but we're doing 3 songs, one after another. Time to Rise, featuring Master Kongne, and a couple others. They were ones you guys requested, so if yeah. We're just going to jump into this. We got a lot to do. Let's go. Nice little intro here. Time to Rise. Okay. Yeah, no AI artist here. Oh, this is Kongne. Okay. I love this already. This is fantastic. Incredible opening segment from Master Kongne here. Wishing well upon all artists. Absolutely phenomenal. And his voice is absolutely incredible. And the stringed instruments he's playing, very beautiful. I'm loving this.
I said time to ride ពេលវេលាមានតម្លៃទៅខ្ពស់ហួសចម្ងាយដោយលោកគ្រូណៃដែលខ្ពស់ហួសពីផ្កាយធ្វើអត់ឲ្យមិនឈិនឆៃឲ្យឆាតឆាយ I said time to ride ភ្លឺដូចជាថ្ងៃមានចម្ងាយរាប់លានម៉ាយកាត់ដូចមិនដិតមានគំនិតដូចជាវាយរេដូចជាសឹកខ្លួនខ្ញុំគិតតែខ្ញុំខាយហើយពីមុនអត់ចាយយើងជាគុជនៃអាស៊ីហើយ
Okay, so before we go into too much of this, I'm sorry, because there was a lot of stuff he was referencing that I wasn't catching. I really like the instrumental. Very, very interesting. I haven't heard anything like that with kind of a trap beat before. Very, very cool. So.
I said time to ride ពេលវេលាមានតម្លៃទៅខ្ពស់ហួសចម្ងាយដោយលោកគ្រូណៃដែលខ្ពស់ហួសពីផ្កាយធ្វើអត់ឲ្យមិនឈិនឆៃឲ្យឆាតឆាយ I said time to ride ភ្លឺដូចជាថ្ងៃមានចម្ងាយរាប់លានម៉ាយកាត់ដូចមិនដិតមានគំនិតដូចជាវាយរេដូចជាសឹកខ្លួនខ្ញុំគិតតែខ្ញុំខាយហើយយើងពីមុនអត់ចាយយើងជាគុជនៃអាស៊ីហើយឥឡូវមានវណ្ណដាខ្មែរយើងពីមុនថ្លៃថ្លាមានបេះដូងសិល្បៈឆ្លាតនៅលើប្រាំងសិលាសិនស៊ីសមុទ្រដូចសេរីភាពប៉ែនរ៉នមានសមនបល្ល័ង្កសិល្បៈនៅកម្ពុជាយកពួកគាត់ទៅជាគំរូធ្វើជាគ្រូផ្ចាញ់វាបង្កើតទៅពុបវត្តសាស្ត្រដល់ពពួកលីលី You hear me?
Oof. So there's a lot to that. And admittedly, there was some stuff culturally that he was talking about that I wasn't immediately getting the weight of. But I'm assuming that because we were talking about it, that there is a lot of gravity to what he was expressing, that we care about putting out something of value and heart and passion that can last forever, like statues in a temple, and, you know, can be consistent encouragement to others. He was also saying he doesn't put out anything haphazardly. He wants it to last. There's a few artists out there that have talked about putting out like throwaway tracks in their albums. While I'm still currently working on trying to figure out my own musical journey, I feel like it used to be a lot more free flowing about 5 years ago. I you know, have never made a throwaway track. I've never sat there and been like, you know what, I'm just going to barf onto a microphone and then put that out as a track. So I agree with this guy's sentiment a lot more. So.
You hear me? They trying to break my soul.
I love the visuals here, just kind of old school camera work.
Ooh. ចឹងត្រូវប្រឹងរឹងពឹងព្រោះមានលិចច្រើនណាស់មិនដែរអ្នកណាស្នងតំណែងមកអីអញ្ចឹងកុំធ្វើជាសំណែននៅលើហឹងបើគេមិនឲ្យតម្លៃរត់ជប់ព្រៃធ្វើជាសឹងបើជប់ទឹកដូចកំពើនៅលើជើងធ្វើជាច្រើន
So we have more references of, the different creatures, different animals that hold value not just culturally, but also with their actual ability out in the world, and comparing yourself to that. Frame yourself after those types of attributes, which I think is pretty cool. I love that. So, yeah, if you find yourself in the river like a crocodile, stay above the water on floating wood. Be as the flying fox. Pull up. Very cool.
ត្រូវទីទីយើងរុញយើងចាប់យើងចាប់កុំបោះចោលក្តីសម័យមានតម្លៃដល់ថ្ងៃស្រាប់ឈ្មោះទៅមុខមិនបកក្រោយមិនរៀបថយត្រូវបញ្ញាប់ចាប់វាបានកើតមកមិនជាធៀបប៉ុន្មានវេផ្លូវឲ្យដើរទោះបីមានអ្នករំខានមិនដេកគិតតតែសោះថាខ្ញុំធ្វើវាមិនបានឈ្នះតែដូចឈ្នះលើចិត្តនៃរិឆានឥឡូវបងប្អូនពូមីងអ៊ំពងនៃខ្ញុំសុំបញ្ជាក់
That's so cool that he's doing that.
តន្ត្រីសម័យថ្មីសម័យយុវវ័យអាយុជាង20តែចង់ហោះដូចបាសីតាមពេលតាមសម័យក៏មួយចេះរៀបចំឲ្យសមប្រពៃកាយខៃឲ្យខ្ញុំកាយឆ្នៃលើកដាក់ពាក្យពេចឲ្យចង់ពេចមានតម្លៃ
I've just been enamored with this older gentleman, not only saying stuff like taking moments once a verse has been concluded to go, excuse me, to whom it concerns, and let me explain this to everyone in a family. Listen to what's going on, like kind of being a herald almost for every verse in the song. And then the fact they're going back and forth, like, I think it's a beautiful depiction of stylistic eras meeting. I feel like at least stateside, there's more discussion, especially amongst older folks, why traditional is better than modern, and certain instruments, certain styles just have no value because I didn't grow up with it and I don't see the value in it. But the fact that they're right here together in a video as well is absolutely phenomenal. I love this stuff. This is so cool. And then also he's saying too, like, I'm proud of the fact that I'm able to take modernity and mix it with the traditional, because in a lot of cases that's what you have to do if you want to especially appeal to or try and appeal to everybody. But then more importantly than that, actually having a heart and giving a shit, that takes you a long way. So there's that part too that I don't think for a moment this guy hasn't had.
I wanna know អ្នកណាសាតោពេលដែលឃើញយើងថា I know we know អ្នកខ្លាំងមួយនគរដល់ពេលឈ្មោះទៅមុខរត់ភាពដូចចម្រើន I said time to ride ពេលវេលាមានតម្លៃទៅខ្ពស់ហួសចម្ងាយដោយលោកគ្រូណៃដែលខ្ពស់ហួសពីផ្កាយធ្វើអត់តែមិនឈិនឆៃឲ្យឆាតឆាយ I said time to ride ព្រឺដូចជាថ្ងៃមានចម្ងាយរកលៀនបាយកាត់ដូចមិនគិតមានគំនិតដូចជាវាយព្រេងដូចជាផ្សិតខ្លួនខ្ញុំគិតតែខ្ញុំកាយ
Ooh, okay. Get a little bit of electric guitar refrain. Ooh, nice little, like, I don't even know what it's called. It's not a marimba, or it might be. We had Sophia before, right? I don't know what VD is. That's so nice. Huh? Set time to ride ពេលវេលាមានតម្លៃទៅខ្ពស់ហួសចម្ងាយដោយលោកគ្រូណៃដែលខ្ពស់ហួសពីផ្កាយធ្វើអស់តែមិនឈិនឆៃឆាតឆាយ I said time to ride ភ្លឺដូចជាថ្ងៃមានចម្ងាយរកលឿនម៉ាយគិតដូចមិនគិតមានគំនិតដូចជាវាយរែកដូចជាផ្សិតខ្លួនខ្ញុំគិតតែខ្ញុំកាយ That's so cool. Nice little switch up there. That was very good. And the fact it's not that crazy of a bass in it, it's still very tasteful. I like that. That's very nice. Okay, we go back to Master Kong A. Nice. Nice. That's such a cool aesthetic. You talk about blending modernity with tradition. This is like old school video editing and stuff. Okay. No disrespect is this next one here. Oh, a whole different theme here.
So my niggas who walk you already dead. So my niggas who walk you already dead. So my niggas who walk you already dead. So my niggas who walk you already know. Get respect, you already dead. No, 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 get respect, you already dead.
Kind of a longer chorus, but it's pretty good.
Get respect, you already dead. AK-47 and the need it, but the junk make me you can bat me. Get caught high, but the junk beat being, but you have them meet, but the
okay, so just kind of metal trap type stuff.
Ain't no disrespect out here.
Yo.
No disrespect out here. No, muốn đừng nghe với đừng like. Mười nhiều mà bài hát tung muốn nhầm đưa cay. Tập đào đưa máy bom lại. Tung nhầm đẹp đào ở ngay chụp sau mai. Rap đôi máy để on tay chụp caro nó. Lap đôi generation thứ bảy để nhầm chmo. Này trọc thong nhầm đom trọc đo. Nhầm limited edition.
Okay, so first of all, the beat hasn't gotten too intense like metal trap type stuff can be. So his voice sounds great over it. It's just very interesting to hear him in such calm, quiet situations to be on a flat-out metal rap track. Like, that's pretty cool. I know definitely stateside there would have been a lot more like gruff, like angry vocals or you know, something to that effect. But let me see. There was something I wanted to look at. Just gonna dial it back real quick. You used to pack in bags, I'd pack in bottles. So, assuming this is just speaking about the poverty of like, you got to pack everything in a bag, but then I'm packing in bottles. I'm getting bottle service at tables. I'm packing all of it in because I'm able to afford all that. Okay. Typical, like, hey, let's just let people know the reality of how much more successful I am than you, if you want to argue that. Bitch, you never know the type of nigga, but yo, bring the new flow to show the world. I just wanna go everywhere I go. Group them here to chalk it down the mud. Know me, know you, but it know me, know Jack Crashing's down to the polio. Hit the road, man, I hit the flow. But I'm change, I hit my bro. I don't wanna know where you at. Mới time of blood, Tris later know you got boy. Green you, Jimmy said bad. That was so sad. Jet, I can't just stay. Proper nung, why you mad, why you had. So, I feel stupid for asking, but this guy does look like, at least in a famous person, someone who we know. I don't know why he would be standing like this if he wasn't absolutely who this gentleman was talking about in this song. But let me know in the comments. I am not aware of this guy's music really much up to this point. I also want to say too, I don't know if it's a stateside thing or maybe if a lot of stateside artists just do it in a really corny fashion, but the fact that he's actually just writing about, hey, you know, I am going to disrespect my haters, even though he's saying no disrespect, you're already dead. It's like that idea of, well, you're already dead. I don't want to disrespect the dead. It's already kind of insulting because it's implying, you know. But the point being, and I wish I could understand why it is that some people think, you know, diss records on your haters is somehow a bad thing, but I guess it just is. But there is a way you can do it. And I feel like instead of just stating, well, look at how successful I am and look at all these other things, the fact that he's actually saying, I am bringing a new style and sound, which is what he's absolutely doing. And I'm actually impacting people. I'm impacting other people's art. I'm impacting people's lives with giving them things to think about that are actually deep. That's huge. And unless you're a Drake fan, you're going to understand the value of that. I know. I said that. Just saying. That's nice. That's nice getting a crowd in there. That's cool. Nice. Oh, you get them walking through with you too. That's so cool. I love that. That's so good. Actually getting your fans out there. And that beat is hella fire. It's so good. I could listen to that over and over. Woof. That's so cool. I love that. Very awesome. Smoke Up featuring Young Ohm. I wonder what direction this is going to go. Okay, I'm sorry. This dude is diverse. Like, what artists do you know can actually rap over metal and, you know, like string beats and then, you know, do some nice singing, crooning over like a nice little electric guitar thing? Like, come on, man. And I like even the shot here where he's lying right next to that arrow. That's so cool. I smoke all my pain away. They cheer pay high to delay. None of that shit for I'm true. I'm fresh out the store today. Life shit bar, but it's chick bar. Think they so rough chick and play. Money and fame. Chai lane pro drop chick may not die today. I run along the shop at the mall. Chair loy thing brown. I got the old my mama. All in bad vibe. Ching down time cat. Memory big side like a bunny car. Like a bunny blue, like a bunny bar. Hold crew look jump over hand. How to go and choke it. I'm a rocket. I hand you when they 2% they come to gun. Send you come high in the fatty. Game on the energy. Take him chain break, but no some bit when the chunk and near the we ask me. When the chunk and bear that we like in clear. Turn your piet and chim we piet and I'm a chunk getting so you mother cheer. I think also, you know, something like this, a track that's a lot more relaxed and just kind of like, let's kind of talk about this. I feel like that, at least for me, ingratiates me a lot more to hear an artist actually talk about what they're feeling. Because sometimes, especially aggressive tracks, it can sound like you're just kind of angry at, you know, haters or situations that you have to face. But when it's something really relaxed and you're kind of like, hey, you know what, here's the reality. There's a lot of ways that, you know, money and fame and things like that really help me feel better, but it doesn't take away everything. There's still pain that I have. There's still stressors that I have. There's still things that affect my life in that way. And I feel like that takes it from someone complaining versus, hey, I'm just being honest, you know? And also, you know, not to say that I condone smoking. I don't smoke. I never have, actually. I've never smoked anything, never smoked weed. It's just, I've never really cared. My vices have been elsewhere, certainly. But the fact that he described it as like, oh, I smoke my pain away. It burns into ash and falls into the river. That sounds so cathartic, you know? So if ever you were to try and make it sound really appealing, something like that would work. I'm sure it is. Ooh, nice shot there. Hey.
กลับนมัสการครูบากูมาเพื่อสร้างและสรรค์กูมิวใส่ท่าที่มองทั้งหน้าและหลังใครก็รู้ว่ากูบ้าฝัน20 ล้านเงินสดกูซื้อบ้านทั้งหลัง My house has 6 floors when I was a kid poor you nothing but a dog tick dot you stop it let that bitch talk on the 5th floor burning cannabis bro all the respect is mine and it they're never gonna be yours.
So interesting how they're rhyming here. Be yours is a little bit of a slant from 5th floor cannabis yo or bro, whatever he had said. But I like some of the inner rhyme schemes there as well, even taking two words to kind of, you know, rhyme with a single word from the previous line. Very, very good stuff. I like that.
I smoke all my pound away. They chip pay how you delay. None of that shit for I'm chew. I'm fresh out of the store today. Look for your bar, but it's chick bar. Think they so rough, you can play. Money and fame. Chai lane lane, bro, drop chick, may not die today. I smoke all my pound away. They chip pay how you delay.
Ooh, nice. That's so cool.
Lose some shit, win some shit, smoke some shit. Ni cứ rừng chi vẫn ai đâm rơi ở nè phê. I crawl lost all my cứ đâm rơi lừa nè tê. Way to get your high, you can smoke your pain away. I'm gonna be fine, I'm gonna be fine. Lonely at the top, I'm gonna be fine, I'm gonna be fine.
Nice little refrain there at the end. I like that. Interesting. That's cool. I also like their logos as well. I have always had a love for metal or rock style logoing with the symmetry, and even stuff that doesn't look necessarily symmetrical. There's guys out there like Crustbag that talk about how they still use like leading lines and different things like that in their designs to tell more than just what the letters are, what the word is of the artist, but to kind of give its own little artistic sentiment. So that was really, really cool. This guy's diversity is fantastic. If any of you guys watched all the way to the end with this, write Rubik's Cube in the comments so I know. I did that one time in another video, and a few people actually obliged with me on that, so I was very appreciative. It lets me know if people like what I'm doing here. So yeah, really, really like this guy. If you want me to check out more, please let me know what songs in particular in the comments. So, and if this gentleman ever sees this video, please know I think you're absolutely fantastic, absolutely deserving of the success you have, and I am very excited to check out more of your stuff. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time.